Don't mind me. It's a pretty late stream, I know. I'm just working on some texturing. Figured I'd stream it. I haven't done that in a little while. Some texturing and some rigging. I have to re-rig this guy. Okay. I go here. I go edit mode. Make one of these really big. Okay. I have to re-rig the snake, so just bear with me a few minutes. I don't actually even know how re-rigging the snake is going to work with these blend shapes. Not tried it before. It's this one. Yes, okay. Do-do-do-do-do. So I'm not amazing with blend shapes. There we go. Hold on, let me put this back in object mode. Okay, those are good. Eyes are huge. Probably can make those smaller. Big! Yeah, I'm pretty tired, so forgive me if I'm a little slow this morning or evening or night or whatever. Okay, back in edit mode. Loop cut. Loop, loop, loop. I don't know why I'm looping the head. I probably don't need to. Okay, this is where I need to loop. This is the fun and exciting part. Yeah, the snake wasn't bending correctly, so I have to make the snake bend correctly. Quit that. But I hope everyone's having a good evening this evening. Rigging the snake means I'm gonna have to re-weight paint its mouth and stuff. It's gonna be a fun and exciting adventure. It was a pain in the butt the first time I did it. I'll probably do that off screen, but for now it'll work. Do-do-do. Ba-do-do. Do-ba-do-do. Yep. I picked different music this time. Hopefully my music is good this time around. Fun and exciting. I can tell just based on this first couple of minutes, this is going to be a very entertaining stream. I'm very sure of it. 100%. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be entertaining as long as I get stuff done in it. Quit that. There we go. I'm not an entertaining person. I don't try to be entertaining. Bendy, 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 bendy. Control Z, please, thank you. Ah, and then this part is where it is broken for some reason. I'm not even sure what happened to it. Let me see. See if I can figure out what happened here. Why are you up here? Not sure what happened to that. I'm a little confused, but that's okay. So it should be bendy now. Okay, now I can go into object mode. Select snake, select army. P. Automatic weights. Okay. So now I've got it with the automatic weights. Let's see what the damage is. Just like this. Oh, I cannot because I am in pose mode, or in rest mode. Pose. Oh, good. He's already posed. I'm gonna undo all that hard work. Pose. Apply. Apply as rest pose. We're reposing the snake. Okay. Oh, I am still in a pose position. There we go. How kinky are we gonna be? It's a little kinky, but it's not too bad. Certainly less kinky than it was before. Maybe it's not, actually. Oh, if I want to make it as bendy as it needs to be, I have to, like, redo the entire armature, don't I? Okay, rest position. Apply. Apply as rest pose. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna fix it. Edit mode. Okay. This is gonna be very fun and very exciting. Ugh, I'm doing this 57 times. Why have I forsaken myself? Well, I have to do it in the neck at least. The body probably will be fine without, but the neck has to have it for the S position and stuff, for striking. So I guess have to have is a relative term. But it'll be helpful for sure. Alright, that's probably good enough there. Then about where it starts narrowing out in the tail, I'll have to do it again. My fan is going wild. I'd be surprised if you couldn't hear it in the stream. There we go. The automatic weights, there we go. Alright, now I can put him in pose mode. Why is that bone so big? Oh, I guess I kind of know where that bone is so big. Okay, let me go into pose mode. Oh, he's in pose mode, cool. Let me see. Not what I wanted. I am not in pose mode, see there? There we go, he's much, much less kinky now. It's still a little kinky, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. At last. I can make it look decent for the pictures. Okay, well, not this bone in particular, though. This bone in particular is annoying. Oh, let me see. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. I'm gonna be honest, but I don't think it'll be obvious in the actual game, though. I think as long as all these bones move, I think it's like before all the bones didn't move, which was a huge inconvenience to me. I'm posing him because this does make it easier to see what their pattern actually looks like once the pattern's applied, which is part of why I'm doing this before I do any texturing. Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic evening, though. I meant that earlier, and I mean it still. It's cute. I like it. Corn snakes really are pretty snakes. I don't really care who says otherwise. Corn snakes are beautiful. Okay, I can save. Alright, we're gonna go back into rest position. Okay. Out of pose mode, into object mode. Hide the armature, don't need it anymore. Do this. Now I'm gonna go into shade. Actually, I have to go get a picture first. To the Google. Okay. Images. I'm gonna do the emails first. I'll base it off a sunrise specifically. Let me use this one. Still kind of a sub-adult. I need an actual adult. This one looks pretty much like an adult. I'm gonna save this picture. Not what I wanted. Save image as. We're in downloads. Cool. No. Okay. Then I need a hatchling. Darn near white, aren't they? That's pretty. I like those guys. Those guys are pretty. But I guess those are probably reverse Okatees if I had to guess. I'm looking for baby. I guess these little pink little guys are probably the ones. I'm gonna use this one as the reference. Okay, so I've got a reference, although I feel like maybe that's a reverse Okatee, actually. That's not what I... Reverse Okatee isn't what I want, though. But that one definitely looks like a... Let me see. Looks like another reverse Okatee. Alright, where's that little pink one from earlier? I'm gonna use this one. Save. Just saving these briefly. I'm gonna use them for references for colors. Okay. UV editing, image, new. ML adult. Need to make these 2048 by 2048. Okay. Go into shading. Where is it at? Okay. Undo that for now. Oh, that's the normal. It's not what I needed to undo. Where'd the image go? It's this one. Yes, okay. So now I've got that. ML adult. Texture paint. Verify this is gonna paint. Oh, I'm in blur. No wonder it's not painting. Okay, it is. Okay. Now let me go get my handy dandy reference image. Yeah. That didn't help me at all. Okay. Add. Image. Reference. Shoved it into downloads. Let me go find it. It was... Okay, I guess that's the email I saved. Didn't realize that was the one I chose, but okay. Alrighty. So it's kind of like that really deep orange I used for the adults. Okay. Noted. Boop. Texture paint, please. Thank you. Do I still have that color? I do still have that color. I don't need the black. Probably don't. Yeah, I don't need that color. Don't need that color. Don't need that color. I am gonna need a brighter version of this, though. Oh, oh no, I deleted my orange. That's fine. I'm gonna come over here. Get that orange color back. It's kind of a reddish orange color. I'm gonna use this. Add that. That's now officially the same color. Make the red color darker, maybe? Let me see if I can do, Can't really? Okay. It's kind of like a pinkish. I'm gonna use this color. How's about? Okay. First of all, whole snake is orange. Start with that. In fact, I could just go to UV. Not really what I wanted. Drag this over here. Never mind, because I won't be doing it that way. That's fine, I'll just paint the whole thing. Why is that orange there? Cool, painted all the way down. Okay. Then I need the red color. Actually, let me go get some white color, actually. Kind of like this color. Add this color. Use this color. Control Z, please. Thank you. Corn snake is corn snake no matter what. Corn snake has white on the face in all the same places. Like so. There we go. It's got the same white all corn snakes have. Right, now I can go back to top view. Red. Okay. Start here. I feel like this color is a bit too dark. I need to make it lighter. I'm going to use this color. There we go. Now I can't see it, which means it's probably good. I don't like it. Now it's too light. This color. Same color. Let me see. I'll use this color. Well, I can see slightly darker, but still essentially the same color. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now I've got that. Okay. Okay, now is where I need to start underlaying the white. Goodness, they're so hard to see. I'm gonna do kind of a banded pattern on him. I like banded corn snakes, so that only makes sense to me. I thought I chose different music for this stream, but it kind of just sounds like the same exact music. I drink some tea. I made myself some fancy schmancy tea for this stream. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just do sideways like this. So I can actually see. I can go back and fix all the stripes down their backs. Too close. Oh, I feel like I've made no progress, but that's okay. I'd best get used to not making no progress. I gotta do a hatchling after this. My fan is just going a mile a minute. I need to go find some copyright-free banjo music. That's what we need. That's what we need in this stream. Everything needs banjo music. I stand by that claim. Everything requires banjo music. Nothing's better than banjo music with, like, a police chase. Yeah, that one's pretty broad. I don't need it to be as broad as it is. And when I'm done, most of this will be covered up by red. So the white saddles look retarded right now, but that's okay. Sorry, they look silly. I forgot I have to censor myself on YouTube. That was my mistake. In my defense, I'm autistic. Hello. Just doing some snake texturing. I'm gonna fill all this in with the red color for the saddles. It's just easier to do the base color on the saddles. They're not gonna stay white. How are you this evening? And there's those. Go back and make them not have stripes anymore. So I'm not particularly entertaining, I'm just trying to get this done. I stand by the belief that corn snakes have got to be one of the prettier species of snakes you can keep as a pet. There we go. Where's my reference picture go? Yep, wee! Have to do white for the little side spots too. Where is the— oh, there it is. Found it. Oh my goodness, I have broken it. It's broken. There we go. Wee! Okay. Now the significantly faster and easier part. Go. Yay, now I can do the fun part. Well, slightly fun part. The more fun part. Up, that's still 6 pixels. There we go. Wee. Yeah, that looks about right. Have to be careful, because if I leave too much white at the borders, it looks like reverse Okati, and that is not what this is. While I'm doing this, let me go ahead and just... there. Now I have that color saved for the little side spots. Do 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 do. So they get progressively more white as they go down the body, it looks like. Music got real quiet all of a sudden. Maybe a little too much white. There we go. I just want to make sure it looks okay. That is... I feel like that's probably not the right color. I'm fixing it. It's almost the same color as the other red, actually. Let me see. Just a little bit lighter. Good enough. I'll go back and fix that in a minute. Yeah, I think it looks okay. It looks okay for what it is. So Amel is not one of the morphs I'm more familiar with, so I have to like check constantly, make sure I'm doing it right. I'm more used to like wild types and Okates. Okay. I think it looks right. I drink some tea. Anything to keep me awake at this odd hour of almost 1 in the morning. Wonder why it wouldn't drop here for a second there. That is the wrong color. Shame on me. Did I override the red color? I must have overridden the red color. Hold on. Too dark. It's good enough to count. Ah, crap. That's good enough to count. Save it, thank you. This is the one I meant to delete. Okay. What's that? It was a weird noise. I don't know what that noise was. I'm assuming it was something in the YouTube video. Blip, 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 blip. Yeah, it looks like a snake. It looks like many things, but a snake is certainly at the top of the list. It also looks a little bit like a burnt spaghetti noodle with a little too much sauce on it. I should go see about adding the noise to it. I just want to see. Hold on. Do. Some material output. Okay. That's a thing with the noise. Okay. Ah, would you look at that? Let me see. Is it this one? It is this one. Okay. There's that. Bring that scale down significantly. Then distort it. A lot. Maybe scale it back a little bit too. Okay. No, not that. There. Well, that didn't make him look way darker or anything. I'm gonna remove that noise texture so I can actually see what the color looks like. Or there we go. Okay. Okay, cool. Alrighty, I was just making sure it would look okay with its noise texture. I think the answer is yes. Boop. Hopefully you're having a good night tonight. Or else. That's the right. Cool. I'm pretty sure this is the same exact music that usually plays, just on a different video. Excuse me. I'm about halfway done. This is the most time-consuming part. After this, I'm just tracing this pattern, really, for the hatchling, so... Shouldn't take too long to do the hatchling, I don't think. Just have to change the colors a little bit. Luckily, if they're not perfect, I don't think it'll be obvious in Serpentina. Once they're actually in the game, I don't think it's going to be that obvious. Lucky for me. As long as I can tell at a distance what this is supposed to be, I think it'll be aight. Oops. I colored in my border. If I can sit at a distance further back and it'll still look okay. Do. Oops, daisies. This music is nice, though. Repetitive or not. There. Where'd my reference image go? I need it back. Oh, they actually start having more white toward their tails. That's kind of cool. About more or less where I'm at now, actually. That's what I wanted to check on. I broke it again! There we go. There we go. All fixed. So I gotta see every once in a while where I am so that I know how much white I should be giving the saddles. That's all. So my plan for the stream is I have to do this one, and then I have to do the hatchling version of this one. And then I can do aneries, which shouldn't take too long. They're shades of gray. And then I can go do Kingsnakes. I have to do a Florida and a speckled Kingsnake, and a black Mexican. Or Mexican black, I guess, but either way. So that's my plan, anyway. Probably should make the wild type hatchling while I'm here. Might be smart of me. Corn snakes are pretty time consuming though. I don't think the king snakes are going to take that long. The Florida king probably will, but I don't think the speckled or the Mexican blacks are going to take very long at all. Especially the Mexican black. That's basically just a flat color with a normal over it. So don't imagine that's going to take forever. Maybe after this one I can go do the speckled or something. Something relatively quick to take a break from corn snakes. After this one and the hatchling for this one. Because corn snakes are pretty time consuming. Bloop, bloop. Bloop. There we go. Okay, now I've got to do little side spots. And the red on its lips, I guess. Which I guess I probably can do. Is it visible what color those are on this? Maybe he doesn't have them. Or they're just the orangish, pinkish, this color, the lighter color. That's what makes sense, given that the bands on generally on corn snakes are black and yellow. So there we go. Yeah, man. I'm gonna find a size that works. That one works. Where'd he go? I lost him. There he is. There we go. There we go. Looks pretty good. Okay. Whee! I think it's kind of neat how we can, like, just see a couple of white dots and fill in the color. Like, fill in that is in fact a circle. Even though you can barely see the color difference there. Or at least I can barely see the color difference there. I don't know about the average person, but I can see that there are circles, however. It's kind of the way you can see words. As long as the first letter and the last letter are correct, you can see the word, even if it's like all the rest of the letters are like all out of whack. Also kind of neat. Blib 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 blib. I drink some tea. Yummy. I would like to formally remind you, dear watcher, to drink water. I say hypocritically as I drink tea every stream, but water is good and you should probably drink some. If I weren't out of coconut waters, I would have coconut water. I'm probably pretty dehydrated by now. Blib 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 blib. There. Yay! It's done! Control save. Go to the UV editing because I will forget. I've been down this road before. Save. Email adult. Awesome. Okay. Now I have to do all of this again, but with the hatchling, but I think I'm gonna put it off for a few minutes. Excuse me. I'm gonna put that off for a couple of minutes, and I'm going to make a new image. We're gonna do the speckled kingsnake next. Okay. New image. I go to shading. Where's it at? It's this one. Speckled king. That changed nothing because that is not connected to anything. I was on the wrong one. I see. That'll do it. Speckled king. There we go. Okay. Texture paint. Don't need these anymore. Question mark. I'm gonna hold on to them just in case. Oh, never mind. Trying to see if there's a way to make another palette. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that then. Didn't even know that was there. Good to know. Okay. Make it nice and big. Crash all of Blender in the process of doing that. Make it nice and small. Okay. Nice black snake. There we go. I can delete the picture layout. Delete the picture. I do have to go get another picture though. Let me see. Oh, that's pretty simple looking actually. Hold on. I believe it's Louisiana that has the really yellow ones. Yeah, like this one. Okay, noted. Okay, I think I know how I can do that. That's a really simple coloration, and I think I know how I can do it. Texture paint. To this little yellowish color here. After I fix its nose. Okay. Yellowish color. That's not the right yellowish color. Hold on, I gotta fix it. I'll use the actual yellow. Okay, base color is in fact yellow. Had to make sure. As long as at a distance it looks okay, it should be fine. I just gotta make it look like a speckled king snake at a distance is all. Hold on, gotta bring it closer. Okay. I have to see if I can even get the yellow noise texture to work on the black. I don't know that I can. I might be having to do all of these speckles by hand. Oh no, it just occurred to me. I don't know if I can get the noise to show up on the black. Well, I guess I can do that, I suppose. Okay, well, that does give me some creative freedom to do the spots, I guess, where they need to be. It looks like those little fingers, the little anime fingers. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I don't hardly know what I'm talking about half the time, but that's okay. 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 Now I have some creative freedom here to do the good old-fashioned, just straight, freaking speckles, I guess. Much to my general dismay, because this was not how I wanted to spend this afternoon. Here, I have an idea. Let me bring this up to 10 pixels. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, I can do it that way. Maybe it needs to even be a little bit bigger. That's a little too big. Okay. Well, it does need to be basically just straight yellow all the way across the side of the body. Here, I'll do this. Basically a lateral stripe just straight down the side of the snake's body. I'll go back over it with black in a minute, but... I think it was about to here, give or take. Okay. Bring this back down. Yeah, that's about right. Well, at least you'll know what it is. How about I do this? I'm gonna do this, hold on. Shading. Attach that normal back where it belongs. Or so help me. What was this one? Yeah. Yeah, okay. And they're pretty small for a colubrid, though. I don't even know if this is gonna work. I can do my best with it, though. Back to texture paint. Well, this is in essence what they look like, so I mean... Note to self. Well, the Mexican black king snake after this is going to be pretty easy, at least. That's just a solid black king snake. To be clear, texturing things is not exactly my favorite way to spend my time. I'm not big into, like, modeling, but have to do it. Need models for game. Yeah, this is definitely the same music as usual. But that's okay. I tried to find a different video. It didn't work. That's okay, I guess. Oh my god, okay, hold on. Hold on. I can't possibly, hold on. I'm gonna fix it. This isn't gonna work. I'm gonna find a different way to fix it. Same yellow color. All the head scales look great, it's just the rest of them. Okay, same yellow color. Yeah, this is better at least. Is it more annoying to look at? Yeah, kinda. But honestly, if they're too dense, then in the game it's just gonna look like they're one solid color. But this might actually be a little bit too big. Hold on. I will make it smaller. But if they're too yellow, then, or too dense, I mean, then you're just all gonna look like a one color snake. The graphics are horrible in Unity. I'll just do it this way. Specifically, I'm gonna make them denser toward the bottom of the snake like this. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. Clickety click 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 click. If I squint, it looks like writing. I drink some tea. Okay. Click 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 click. Here, I'm gonna do this. There we go. That's about the right size I need anyway. Clickety click 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 click. Really getting an exercise with my clicking finger. Clickety click 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 click. Clickety click 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 click. Goodness. Let me look at a full picture of a speckled king snake and make sure I know. This one will probably work better. Okay, yeah, they're pretty consistent all the way straight down the body. Okay, gotcha. They don't really have any pattern variation at all, actually. They're just spots. Whee! I think I'm reaching toward the end of the body based on the belly colors. I think I might be able to simulate the belly colors. They do have very unique bellies, but I think I can use noise for that. That's just, never mind. Okay, I think I can taper off right around here. Okay. Yay! Okay, now I can just do dots. Yeah, these dots are too big. Hold on. Make these dots smaller! There we go. It sure does look like snake. I don't have a lot of room for my hands because I have too much tea. Speaking of tea, I drink some tea. Yummy. If I didn't know any better, I would think it was raining outside, which I know for it is not raining outside because it wasn't raining before. That's how that works. It was sunny, like, right when the sun went down, it was sunny. And it was clear skies when I got home around midnight. So, I don't imagine it's raining. But it sounds like it's raining. This could be substantially worse. Honestly, I didn't realize it. I didn't think this was going to look as good as it does. It could look substantially worse. But that's okay, because it looks fine. Probably should taper it toward more of a white color toward the tail, I suppose. Slowly but surely make it whiter. I don't know if that's even making a difference color-wise, but, you know. Guess it's doing something. Can't really tell if it is or not, gonna be honest. A little whiter. Oh yeah, that's just straight white by comparison. Oopsie daisies. It'll be fine. Smiley face. There we go. Yep, that is definitely a very polka dotty yellow snake. Looks more yellow than anything, but I can tolerate it, I guess. Go quickly over to UV editing, image, save, because I do not want to lose that. Cool, cool. Yep, he definitely is. Okay, just out of curiosity, I just want to see. Look at him, he pretty. He's a pretty cool looking snake, actually. 10 of 10. I'll deal with his belly when I go to bake the textures at a different time. He's a cool looking dude, actually. I like him. Okay, save the snake. Now we can go and do a corn snake again. Yay! Woo! Image. New. Anery corn. White's a good color for it to start as. Shading. I've learned a lesson. I can undo this. Then this. Go to this one. Oh, I need to actually be able to see. Hold on. Need to actually be able to see it. Anery corn. Okay. Texture paint. Let me see. I wish I knew how to add a color palette. Yeah, I'll just keep this one. Okay, I've got that. I need put this in the middle here. Needs it to be kind of gray, like silver gray, like that. Darker for the saddles. And black. Okay, so this is the base color. Need to also put it back into straight mode, so it's not. There we go. Otherwise it'll paint weirdly. Texture paint. Okay. There we go. I kind of feel like that needs to be a little bit lighter, like this. Yeah. Let me go pull up a picture. I've been down this road before. Let me see. I forgot I have to specify. This is kind of the look I'm going for here. It's kind of almost a bluish dark gray. Let me see. Still a subadult. Don't mind me, I'm looking. Subadults. This one's kind of adult looking. I need a subadult. I'm gonna find an adult, and when I do... I'm looking for an adult specifically because the adults have different colors than the juveniles. Let me see. Well, this will work for the colors anyway. So it's kind of the light gray with the almost black saddles. Okay. Almost can do kind of a bluish gray. Like this. Darker maybe? No, that's probably a good color. So I can delete that one, I guess. Yeah, and delete this one. Okay. So this is the base color. I'm gonna go adjust its noise right quick so I can actually see what the noise is gonna look like. Unfortunately, they have more of like a blackish speckling, but that's a pretty hard thing to manage with this, so let me see. Oh yeah. It's the best I'm gonna get is that. Let me see. Nah, I didn't change anything. I can work with that, I suppose. Let me see. Oh, that's what I was making it look weird. Let me see. That looks pretty good, actually, that sort of speckling. It's just small. I need to make it bigger. Bring the distortion way down on it. don't have any room for my hams. Then I bring the distortion way up on it. There we go. Don't really know what roughness changes, to be honest. Don't know what that changes. Detail? Don't know what that changes. Okay. I'm just curious what doing some of these things does. What the heck? Oh, okay. Yes, normalize, please. Oh, okay, I just hadn't painted all the way, that's right, okay. Well, regardless, that looks fine. Okay, I think that's probably okay enough for texturing. Well, for noising anyways. Okay. Don't know what that's gonna look like on black. Probably not gonna appear at all, but we're gonna find out. Ah, a garter snake. Let me see. Whee! Here we go. Okay. Oh, and he does also have yellow on him, too. Kind of like a golden yellow, like that. Okay, because I did see that on the side of him. And like always, they do have white. Can make it kind of a darker and more white though. Like that. Okay. There we go. Okay. No wonder it's tiny. Okay. And go significantly further down the body length. There we go. There we go. Now I do some blend, do some blur. There we go. Excuse me. There we are. Okay, now I can go do the saddles, which are always black base. And anery is the, anerythristic is the lack of all orange pigment on a snake, which makes the corn snakes look gray, but it also means I have to change the eye color. It does not fit at all. Their eyes will be blue. Generally speaking, anery's eyes will be blue instead of the orange. Need to go back and fix that at some point. I mean, that's more of a once I'm baking textures sort of thing, though. Doesn't matter so much right now. Once I go to bake the textures at some point, then I will have to do that, though. I'm still learning how to bake textures. Last time I tried to bake, I ended up breaking the entire model and had to, like, go back to a past save. It was a pain, so I'm not in a huge hurry to go through that again. There. Nice, fancy looking little head stamps. There. Ah, yes, it looks like a religious symbol of some sort. I don't know what kind, but some sort. Okay. Make this a little bit bigger, maybe. Like this. There we go. Whee. And as suspected, the noise texture does not appear on the black at all. But I'm not surprised at this point. If noise texture appeared on black, I might have done the speckled kingsnake a little bit differently. Whee! That saddle in particular is very dark, or very big. It doesn't need to be as big as it is. I'll do like this. There we go, it's a little less big now. Whee! Blah, blah, blah. I drink some tea. No such thing as too much tea. I think I'm just gonna stream until I run out of tea. I've got a little more than half of the cup. I think I'm just gonna stream until I run out of tea. That'll be my timer. It sounds like I'm gonna have- it seems like I might have a while to go, though. Whee! If there's a specific snake you want me to do after this one, a specific corner king snake, I mean, you can let me know. I'll do it, just because have to get them all done anyways. I think Anery was the last corn snake I had planned, but I'm open to more suggestions. I already have Amel, you saw me do that one, and Okati, and I have wild types already done, so. But I don't have any others. I didn't really plan on doing others, but I love corn snakes. I'm always open to streaming textures of corn snakes. And I still have to do the Mexican Black Kings and Florida Kings. Those are also on the to-do list. Preferably for this stream, but for the next one if not. Me. And my computer fan is just going to town. Ah, the snake is so black and white. I love it. I used to have a charcoal anery named Phantom. She was pretty cool. I hope she's doing okay. Whee! Bloop. These are some weirdly shaped saddles I have chosen to give this snake. They look almost like butterfly wings. That's it. I have created a new morph. It is called a butterfly corn snake, and it looks like butterfly wings. I would love to breed a line of corn snakes that are extreme Okatees and just breed the orange straight out of the saddles so that there's orange snakes with black saddles. I bet that probably exists by now, but man, that would be cool. I'm gonna call them, I don't know, leopards or something. Where they're just solid orange with the black saddles and black mask. That'd be cool. Those probably already exist, but I haven't looked it up. I don't imagine if they do exist they're called leopards, but I don't know what they would be called. Ultra Okatees or something. If I'm ever a breeder, I'll work toward that. I wonder if there's a way procedurally in Unity to make it to where you can like stretch textures or something so that I could make pattern morphs for like the corn snakes for breeding purposes. I do intend to add breeding to Serpentina in the future. Not probably in base game, but it'll be an update in the future. Post early release. Or early access, I mean. It'll be one of those alongside Venomous. Like, it'll be an extra thing after the base game is playable, but... Because I want to be able to add, like, pattern morphs and stuff to the breeding system, but there's gonna be, 100 friggin' species of snakes. I can't do that for every species, so... Hell, ball pythons alone have, like, some odd 5,000 morphs. I can't do every single one. If I could, I would, but that's just not feasible for one person. I'm a solo dev, I can't do that. It takes forever to do these textures. There's probably a way procedurally to do it, though. Bloop and bloop and bloop. I'm almost done with these saddles. Or at least part of these saddles. Okay, there we go. I have to go and do the little zigzag spots on their sides. Do like that, do like that, do like this, do like that, do like this, do like that. There we go. Blip, 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 blip. Heh, it looks like pile of dog poop. Sorry, those allergies are whipping my butt. Lots and lots of allergies. Nothing to do with them. Oh, I'm at the tail already? Cool. That was fast. Okay, now I have this darker color. I can do kind of yellow inside the first couple of these. It needs to be more of a lighter yellow. More obvious. There we go. Yeah, I can make it more of a gold color. There we go. Whee! Ah, a J. Looks like a graffiti J. Right, and then it becomes this dark gray. There we go. There we go. That's the easy part done. Yeah, that's pretty good for the colors for them. In my personal opinion. Blip, blip, blip. Those are just going to stay black, I suppose. Maybe not this one. That one can be mixed, but the rest of them will be black. Excuse me. I think this one's going to have more saddles than the other one did. Like, more, like, black around the edges, I mean. I'm about to change the color of this noise. This noise is orange, and that's not good. It shouldn't be orange. They have no red pigment. I'm gonna go fix it. Shading. I'm assuming it'd be this that yeah, it is this I have to fix. Okay, it'd be more of like a yellowish color like this. No, that's orange. Hold on. Well, that's brown, but you know, needs to be more of this yellow color. There we go. Noise and white. There we go. Kind of like that. It's scaled too much, I think. Bring it down. Yeah, it's a little better, I suppose. Ideally, it would be white, but I don't know if I can even make it white. Let me see. I might be able to, but I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't really. Let me see. Yeah, white just turns it into this. I could make it kind of a blue, though. I mean, there's that. Because that's pretty. I like it. It's not great, but I like it. See? Yeah, that'll do. Let's see what happens if I just delete one. Control Z, please. Thank you. Minus. There we go. Oh, I've turned it a color. There we go. Let me see. Turns it more yellow, doing it that way. So that adds more speckling, but it's very dark, or very unobvious. Let me see. Well, knowing that, let me see what happens if I do this. There we go. At least now you can see it. There. It's not obvious, but it is present. I kind of like it more blue, though. Or like this purplish color. Like that. Yeah, that's a pretty color, I think. Okay, I'm gonna stick with that. Save. Back to texture painting. I just think that overall looks better with the snake, this particular individual snake. I might go back and fix it, but I'm not Atlas painting. I'm not Atlas baking right now, though, so yeesh. So it should, I can go back later and fix it. It probably won't stay looking like this. This is just mostly so I can see it. I wish I could do black speckling. That would be ideal. I'm just not sure how to do it, probably. If I had to guess, there's probably a way to do it that I just don't understand. Let me see something. I just want to see. Hold on. Yoink. Wrong thing. What does that do? Leave that little guy. Like, it makes it really, really intense, but, like, why? Oh, I think it separates the colors a little bit. Just makes them noisy. Okay. What's this do? Use cardinal. I just want to see what it does. Okay. Just looking to see. Okay, linear it is. Not gonna mess with those. This is a different color ramp. Let me see. I'm curious what this color ramp does. Oh, okay. That's probably something totally unrelated, actually. I feel like maybe at some point I had broken something and that's why that's there. Well, I'm not sure what this did, to be honest. Other than just breaking up the color, which I think might be all it did. Okay, fine. I'll change it back. Okay. Fine. It'll stay just like this for now. So I got a little sidetracked for a second there. Sorry about that. Could theoretically just go back over these later and just put little black spots on them. Could do that if I wanted to. Excuse me. But I appreciate you spending the time with me. If you're liking the stream, feel free to like it. Like with the like button, I mean. It helps push me out there a little bit. But no need if not. Whee! I'm convinced this color and this color are the same color. You can't change my mind. They're identical colors. I'm convinced. My mind is made up. Yeah, those are the same color. My mind cannot be changed. Bloop, 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 bloop. Thinking maybe one of my next tasks can be writing the music for this game too. With my banjo. I have a banjo. Probably just be basic chords or something. Oh, I have a stripe on this one, it seems. How dare I forget that I have a stripe. I'm gonna drink some tea! Tea time. Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop. Stripe. I didn't forget this time. Kind of feel like maybe the stripes aren't black enough. Like there's not enough black on them. I'll go back over them, I think. I think this one would benefit greatly from having some extra spotting inside the saddles. But I do think that the saddles don't have enough black. I'll adjust that in a second. Actually, I know what will make them look like they have more black than they do. Or at least not look as silly. Let me finish this one. Right here. I put that there. Bloop. Because its whole issue, I think, is that the face has too much black on it. Like, it's not an issue, but that's why it looks like the rest of it needs to have more black. But if I get rid of some of that, then it will no longer have that issue. There we go. Yeah, it looks a lot better now. There we go. It looked like an Okati on the face was why. Okatis are cool, but alas, I'm not going for an Okati Anery. Just a regular Anery. I already have an Okati somewhere else. The Okati already lives in Unity. In the game. It's been my reference for the game this whole time. Goodness. Hopefully I'm not coming down with a cold. I don't want it. Someone else can have my cold, because I do not. Not my favorite thing to have. Blip, 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 blip. I am overdue for a cold, though, unfortunately. Hopefully I don't get one. I've been teetering on the edge of one, but I think that might just be allergies. I can't tell. It's springtime. I'm playing the never-ending game of allergies or COVID. Which is it? The world may never know. You know what I think would make this snake in particular look better? I think it needs the dark inside of it. Let me see. Let me just see right quick. I'm experimenting because I want to know. Because I want to know how to make this snake look better. I think that does help a little bit. Having the dark inside of it gives it some depth. Like, I'm not gonna do all of these right now. I'm just looking to see what's gonna make it look better when I'm done. I do think that this does help a lot, though. Yeah, I think this does help significantly. Yeah, I'll give it some thought and come back to it. If I don't like it, I'll fill that back in. Okay. Anyway. Doesn't quite need more black in the saddles just yet. We're getting close, though. Blip, 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 blip. Goodness. I already don't like this cough. Looking to see if my snake is out. Phoenix, are you the reason that I'm coughing? Am I allergic to you? Is that what the issue is? You and your hypoallergenicness I've somehow figured out how to be allergic to? I think I'm allergic to Phoenix. Just kidding. I'm obviously not allergic to Phoenix. I don't think she's even out and about right now. She was out earlier, but I think she's still recovering from our stream on Friday. It was almost funny. It worried me, but I think it was, in hindsight, it was a little bit funny. I went to pick her up because at the end of that stream, she was, like, going toward the ground, and I was scared she was gonna get into something and escape, and I didn't want it. So I was like, "Okay, that's a wrap, bye." And then, that's why I ended that stream so quick. And when I went to pick her up, she bolted. She was not having it. She was so unhappy with my attempts to scoop her up off the ground. She, and I still had to, like, weigh her and stuff, so I weighed her, but she wasn't a fan. I put her in a box and put the box on the scale, and then and then when I was finished, she went right into her enclosure from that box, because I didn't want to scare her anymore. But she did so good for the majority of that stream. I'm actually kind of impressed. For a snake that doesn't like being held very much, she did a remarkably good job up until that point. She just decided to tell me, I guess, that she was done. She was all done streaming for the night. So so my solution to that, because I think she was already kind of upset because I had to, like, dig her out of her little hanging finch nest hide. And because I did that, I think I had already kind of stressed her out a little bit prior, which I didn't mean to do, but I did. So my solution is now her little bauble is attached via a carabiner clip. And I have it clipped to, like, a zip tie on the top of the enclosure, because it hangs. And I put a zip tie in the tree, and I'm gonna put the bauble in the tree during streams, so that if she wants somewhere to go, she can hide in her bauble. So I think that'll help her significantly during streams, because that's, like, the only time I ever bother her is during streams. And, you know, when I go in there in the mornings and miss the isopods and all that, but for the most part, she just ignores me and I ignore her. But she's been out and about since the stream, though, so I think she's okay. I think she was just disgruntled for a day. It had just worried me that particular day. I am a little bit of a worrywart when it comes to her, though. But hey, I'm glad she feels comfy enough to act like a wild snake. So there's that. She's so funny. I don't know that I've ever had a snake as social as Phoenix. Like, that bar is not very high, because, like, up until well, I rehomed all my snakes thinking that maybe I was probably not a great pet owner to them, so it wouldn't shock me if being in tubs, a lot of the snakes just simply weren't behaving normally. That's on me. I've learned since then, but they have, but since then I have figured out that of how to properly take care of snakes, but all the stuff I had learned before was wrong, and it was a whole thing. That's actually why I'm making this game, but that aside, she is so social. She comes right up to me, she's in her tree a lot, and she looks at me, and I look at her, and she comes up to the glass when I'm misting sometimes, and she's such a sweet snake. I've never had a snake actually, like, seek interaction. As long as I don't touch her. The second I go to, like, actually touch her, she's like, oh no, and then she hides, because I'm a predator, and she's reminded if I go to try and touch her. But other than that, she's very social. She comes right out and watches me. She used to watch TV with me. She hasn't done that so much recently, but not all that long ago, she would come all the way out and she'd hang out by her spider plant and she would watch the TV with me. I'm sure it was just the movement. She enjoyed the movement. Or the sound, maybe. Markiplier shouting. You know, very soothing sounds, I'm sure. She really likes when I play, like, my banjo. She comes out for that, too. But that makes sense, because the vibrations. I imagine she probably just likes the light from the TV also. Snakes see in a spectrum we can't see. So she probably sees the TV and is like, ah, a disco ball or something. That probably has something to do with why she comes out. And Markiplier screaming. I mean, who doesn't like hearing that, right? But yeah, no, I figure that next time I stream, I'll just put her finch nest in the tree, and she'll probably go in there anyway. Just hang out in there. But at least she will be there. I don't like forcing her to interact with me if she doesn't want to. I feel like it's not, like, I don't do, like, choice-based handling per se. Just every once in a while I decide, okay, you're being handled today, and that's kind of it. But, I mean, she does come out on her own now and again. If I just open the door and watch her, she'll come out, but she immediately usually tries to go somewhere she's not able to go, and then I'm like, alright, you've abused your welcome. It's time for you to go home now, and she doesn't like that. And then I'm like, well, now you're stressed out. Now you're gonna associate this with bad things. So, I am a worrywart, though. She's probably fine. But I do know she's not used to being handled. That's why I'm taking her out on streams now. So that not these streams, obviously, but every Friday at 11 Central I stream. So she'll be attending those streams every Friday at 11 a.m. in the mornings on Central Time. Just to get her more used to handling, in case there's ever an emergency or something. We're prone to hurricanes and stuff around here. Tornadoes, what have you. So, the last thing I would want is to have the house get hit by a tornado and me still be in my room trying to get her out because she didn't want to go. Wouldn't be a very fun experience, I don't think. Or a house fire. We've had a lot of those lately. Not at our house, obviously, but one of the houses in our neighborhood and a couple of houses down maybe a couple of miles away, both in the same neighborhood for some reason. I think my personal theory here is that houses are only meant to live until their warranty expires, and then something happens to them nowadays. Like, a lot of these houses are trailers. Like, we live in a trailer area, so I feel like a lot of the trailers are just really old. And now they're getting electrical fires. Not the house in our neighborhood, though. The house in our neighborhood is actually a really, really unfortunate story. I feel so bad that it happened. Could have hung out with the guy or something. He, used fire to unalive himself. So that was really, really unfortunate. He was a welder, and something about he opened the propane tanks that he had in his house and then waited a few minutes and lit a match or something, and it just exploded. That was really unfortunate. Wish I'd have known. I'd have hung out with him or something. so he didn't feel so alone. As far as I know, he didn't have any, like, family or anything, but I didn't know him that great. Very unfortunate. I can't say that I miss him because I didn't know him, but I hope his, relatives are handling it okay and everything. But my point was that I would like to, not wake up to a house fire and not be able to rescue my snake because she's stubborn. So she gets to come out on streams against her will. But not this stream. I have the face cam turned off right now. But it's ready for when Phoenix is here to co-star with me. I'm almost done. I'm almost done with Snake. Well, almost... This part of Snake almost done with. Okay. Now I need the black. Where'd it go? Okay, I make it small. Or at least smaller. Okay. Go there. Go there. Go there. Go there. And there. And here. And here. And here. And here. And here. Labial stripes. Ah, forgive the vibrating. My earbuds are apparently the battery is low in my earbuds. My phone felt inclined to remind me that I do in fact have earbuds and the battery is low. There. Okay. Looks pretty good to me. Now I have to... I see I have stripes. Allow me to fix that right quick. Upsidaisies. I'm surprised you can even see these stripes. They're faint. How'd they even get there? Did I miss any saddles? No? Okay. I do think that I kind of like the blurred darker in here. Wee, beep, 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 beep. Bloop. Control Z, please. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Whee! Luckily, this part shouldn't take as long as the saddles themselves, ideally. Don't know why they would. Do you ever hear music and think, wow, I wonder how much of this is AI generated? Because I feel like some of this music might be AI generated. That's why it's copyright free. Just a theory. Like, I don't really have any room to say anything about AI-generated music, because I haven't figured out writing my own music yet, so I still use AI to generate songs with lyrics that I wrote myself, but, like, this is just straight... This music is just straight piano music. There ain't no lyrics. Someone just said, generate me some relaxing piano music, and it said, okay, and gave them this. Assuming this is AI-generated, I might be wrong. I can't really tell, but it sounds like it could be. It sounds like the, videos my mom will put on for the dog, like when we leave the house. She'll put on, like, videos that sound very similar to this. I drink some tea. I have drank some tea. I'm down to half the cup. Hopefully you are having a good evening. Blip, 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 blip. Goodness, my nose is all stuffy, and I must be coming down with a cold. That's clearly the only, like, logical explanation for why I feel the way I feel right now. Which is weird, I was fine all day. How come now it's gotta be stuffy? Yep. The audacity. Okay, I've gotten to where I can start narrowing these a little bit. There we go. Okay, now I can blur. Blip, 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 blip. Here, before it yells at me again, actually, let me put my earbuds away. Give me just a second. Sorry. Before it starts vibrating again. There we go. Now it can't vibrate because they are no longer connected to my Bluetooth, and I shouldn't know that they're low. Whee! I think I am going to add some, like, black speckling over this. Just because it's very, bland looking. I'm not sure if corn snakes just naturally have, like, dark speckling or something, but the, they look really weird without it. Whee! Kind of crank this up to 2. 2! Yes, yes! Slay! There we go. Looks so much better now. Yep. Not what I meant to do. There we go. I blurred the wrong spot. I blurred this spot. There we go. This music is nice. Almost done with the saddles. Goodness. Go. I'm gonna control save. Okay. There we go. Now I need to go back to the black. Now I need to make it tiny, or at least smaller than it is currently. Just basically speckling all over the place. Maybe not that much. Hold on, gotta control Z a bunch of that. Okay. There we go. Okay. I don't like it. Gonna get rid of most of those. Control save. Okay, now I go into UV editing, and then I go to image, and then I go to save. Save image. I take a drink. Tasty. Okay, I think I'm going to do a hatchling now. Go into shading. Now I gotta do the mix. That's what this mix color is here for. Oh, wrong thing. This goes here. Why is it black? Let me see. Oh, you know why it's black? It's because of this guy. Okay, I do this. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go to UV editing, go to image, new, _hatchling, enter, new image. Okay, now I go back to shading. I'll do this one, how's about? Enter hatchling. There we go. Okay. If you'll excuse me for just a moment, I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be right back. Here I am. Okay, sorry about that. Close that, please. Okay. Where was I? Hatchling. Let me see. Oh, they're much more pale. I'm gonna use this one, I think. This one looks pretty similar. Okay, so much more pale, basically. And the saddles are a little thicker. Honestly, the colors themselves aren't really different. It's just the saddles are a little bit thicker. Well, doing it that way is gonna feel like a waste of time. Hold on, I'm thinking about it. I gotta use my brain for a second. There are thoughts in my head. Hold on. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go into shading. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to open a different one. I'm gonna use open the Anery Adult. Now I'm going to go into okay. Now I've changed the name. Okay, there we go. Now I should be able to just make the saddles thicker, and that should be the end of it, really. Let me see. I'm going to go into texture paint. Let me just see if I do that. Hold on. Let me just make sure that this is going to actually work. Okay, I've done that. Go back into shading. Where'd the mix color go? Yep. Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, that wrote on both of them. Okay. Alright. Okay, well that defeats that then. Let me see. So I'll just do this. Didn't want to do it this way, but I guess that's how I'm doing it. Okay, texture paint. Yep, my phone. It turned off. Let me see. Come on. Let me see. Oh. There, okay. Sorry about that. I'm trying to be able to see chat and also work. Okay. So it's this one. That colors over both of them, I think. Let me see. Like, it's Anery Hatchlings. Let me see. Oh, okay, alright, I see it, I see it. Okay. Okay, so now I've done that. Come back to do the black. Let me do it this a different way. Hold on. Let me go to shading. Go back to that other Anery Hatchling. Now I'm gonna go back into texture paint. Just gonna do the wrong thing. Gonna do this. That really does just color the whole thing. I'm not sure why. This is the one I'm painting, right? Let me see. Oh, that's why. It's because it's not the same one. Let me see. Oh, okay. I see, I see. So that's that one. Which one is that? That's Hatchling 01. That's Hatchling 01. No wonder. We go to other Hatchling. Okay. Texture paint. I didn't realize I had renamed it. Let me see. This one. Okay. Got some questions about that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it is definitely painting. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do that then. Shading. Adjust the FAC. Where's the FAC? Do this. See how that does. Okay. Alright, yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I can at least see with my eyes here. Okay. So the whole goal of this is just I'm coloring in a lot more black on the saddles. That's the entire purpose of what I'm doing right now. Because this, the hatchlings have significantly more black on them, it seems. So I'm just doing black over the, just doing black over the original saddles, especially on, like, the face. This way they're gonna kind of, like, fade in as the snake gets older in the game. That's kind of the goal here. Okay. Let me verify that actually is, like, looking okay and stuff. Trying to figure out. I don't know that I've actually changed anything. Hold on. Let me just do this. Hold on. Which one is this? That's a 1. Oh, that's why. No wonder. Okay, it's this that I'm supposed to be changing. I've got some questions. And one of those main questions is, why is this like this? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add area adult right here. Questions? Why does that automatically change to that? I'm adamant that I'm gonna just copy over this. I refuse to do all of this again. Hold on. Okay, well, how about a different tactic then? Let me verify in my documents here that I do in fact have the anery already saved. Let me just verify. I do. Okay, so since I've already got the adult saved as an image, then I'm just going to copy over it. Okay. Solves that problem. Yep. It'll make it a little bit easier for me to see that the colors are correct also. Bring this down a little bit. There we go. Bring this back up now. Whee! And the general goal of this is that I have a shader in Unity that'll adjust, that'll like blend them together as as the snake gets older. So basically the snake is going to change what it looks like as it gets older. So that's why I'm doing this, all this trouble that I'm going through here. There's a method to the madness. But it certainly is just that. Madness. I drink some tea. Excuse me. Pardon my quiet, I just don't really have a lot to say. I'm just painting. Just painting. Trying to make these saddles look halfway decent for a juvenile corn snake. Not really sure how great of a job I'm doing, though. Feel like maybe I've made the borders a little too thick and squarey. Not really sure, though. Kind of feel like maybe I have. Think I'll start narrowing them from here. That's not how you do that. There we go. Thought the tail was white for a second there. I think this is about where we start closing the saddles a little bit. Like closing them in black, I mean. We're getting pretty close to the tail is all. So from here, they're basically just black. There we go. There we go. Control save. Then I'm gonna go to UV editing, go to image. I feel like this is not the correct image. It's this one, right? Yeah, it is. Image. Save. Oh no. Oh no! Ah, shit, I think I just overrode it. Crap. Oh no, I did! I hate my life so much. Well, I'm renaming it at least. Well, it got renamed. Let me go back to texture paint and see how much of that I can fix. That's so embarrassing. If it ain't one, every stream I do something pretty similar to exactly that. Oh my god. Maybe I'm too tired for this. Maybe the issue is that I'm just too tired for this. Maybe it's a blessing. Maybe I can make it look more like the hatchling does. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Hold on. Because if the hatchling has this much black, it can be implied that the adult might have this much black as well. So, well, not like all of the black, but like more black than it had. Let me see. I'm so unhappy with myself right now. All my hard work. At least I'm not starting from 100% scratch, I guess. There's that going for me. He's officially gonna be an Anariokaty. I'm sorry, you guys. That had not been on my to-do list tonight. Phoenix's fan just turned on. Or off. Can't tell which. Can't tell which over the sound of my own fan. I'm so sad with myself right now. That's such a silly mistake. I meant to hit save as, and I hit save, and it overrode. It's because I'm just a little too clumsy, a little too fast. I'm clearly not drinking my tea enough if I'm this tired. Like, I'm not really that tired right now, but apparently I am, since I just made such a silly mistake. I'm clearly not drinking enough tea. The caffeine ain't working. This is fine. Everything's fine. I mean, despite my silly little mistakes I keep making, it actually, like, this stream's been going pretty well. All things considered. I stretch my hand. My hand is tired. I make weird noises. I drink some tea. I'm almost out of tea, but I've got to finish this snake at least. At a minimum, I gotta finish this one. Tasty. Blip, blip, blip. This one looks pretty good. This one looks pretty good. This one looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, this is where it gets messier. Trollololololololololol. Go. And there we have it. Now I just gotta do the blending. Most of them already have little spots inside them though, so at least I don't have to do a lot of blending, just some blending. Like over here needs to be blended again. There we go. Some of them do need just spots though. Let me see. Right here. Control Z, please. Thank you. Control Z, please. Thank you. me just make this a little bit bigger. Control Z, please. Thank you. There we go. That one's good. 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 Should be pretty good from here down. Okay. Blend tool. Blend, 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 blend. There we go. Okay. Control save, please. UV editing, image, save as. Anery adult. Okay. Thank goodness it's saved. We're in the clear. It didn't even take that long to fix. Oh my god, that was such a pain. Okay, I'm gonna go do the anery next. Or not the anery, sorry, the amel. That's the adult corn snake. Amel adult. Okay. What do the hatchlings look like? What's it called? A sunrise, I think. Ta-da. Okay, they're much more pale. Let me use this one. Okay, so they're like a pinkish color. Significantly lighter, gotcha. Okay, they're significantly lighter, so this one does just need a whole new image. New image. Okay. Shading. Take this one over here. Mix it in over here. This is the male hatchling. There we go. That's what I need right there. Okay. So now I need to go back to texture paint. Okay, I'm on email hatchling. I'm still in blur apparently. Alright, so I can basically just go through and delete all of these colors. Okay, so let me see here. I need a very salmonish, whitish pink color. Kind of like that. That's the base color of the snake. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my goodness, I have no room for my hams. I drink some more tea. I'm out of tea, but I'm adamant that I'm gonna finish this, so... Excuse me. Okay, now I've got that going for me. Okay, alright. Now I need to go into shading, adjust this more. Why is it black? What color have I made? Is the a male hatchling. Okay. Should be white. I'm not sure why it's black. Why is it black? I'm very confused. Back to texture paint. What have I painted? Oh, that's why. No wonder. Okay, fine. Make it this whitish pinkish color. I'll do that. Okay, try that again. Okay, come over here, do this. It's kind of whitish color. This one. Okay, well I just deleted the base color, but you know what, I can live with that, I guess. I have no idea if I'm painting or not. I'm just gonna assume that I am. Let me verify that I am. I can't really tell. I'm gonna assume that I am, though. Okay, so now that I've done that, go into shading right quick. Adjust the FAC. Okay, there we go. Oh no, I'm missing a stripe down the top. Uh-oh. Well, let me see if I can adequately, like, get that color. Yep. Well, let me finish painting the face first. Okay, there we go. See if I can get this color more or less. It's fine. I'll just color the whole thing that. And add it to the roster also, please. Thank you. Okay. Blip, 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 blip. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I can go back and fix that in a minute. I don't like this color. I think this color is too light. Like, too dark, I mean. I can go back and repaint the face later. Why does it do that, though? Like, to what end? Okay, cool. That's at least the same color. Wee! Blip, 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 blip. Dorsal stripe. Okay, there we go. Go back with the white. This really is the snake for someone who wants a pink snake, isn't it? Okay, so now I've got that. Now I need to go back to shading. Bring this down so I can actually see again. Okay, back to texture paint. I do like this. It's got to line up almost exactly with where it's going to be as an adult. Okay. Now, let me go back to the picture. A darker orangish version of the same color, basically. Okay. Use that color, and I need to make it darker also. Like a darker version of the same color. Like that. Okay. But first I need to do the white. Do this. Goodness, my hand's starting to cramp up a little bit. Gonna have to be calling it soon. Come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think before I get too invested in this, I'm going to have to call it for the night. I'm going to go ahead and go over here to UV editing. Going to go ahead and save as AML hatchling. Save as, so that I don't lose the progress I've already made on it. But thank you guys for watching. If you like it, feel free to subscribe. It means the world to me. It'll push me out a little bit more. But I am going to go, and I will be back next time I'm texturing, probably, because I'm trying to have all the texturing done before Friday. So I'm sure you'll be seeing some more of me this week. So just because texturing is one of the couple of things I'm actually able to stream. So darn it, I'm going to stream it. So until Friday, everybody.